In a lot of my videos, I mention how I'm no longer letting fear get the best of me, or I'm no longer being embarrassed, or how I think a lot of things that hold us back is embarrassment. But I want to talk about how to get over that embarrassment and how I've gotten over the embarrassment. I talk about how to address the embarrassment, but literally what goes into that. And quite frankly, fuck the aesthetic. Fuck making sure the Instagram looks right, the YouTube video is perfect. Oh my God, this TikTok is, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you like it, that is literally all that matters. And that has been my mantra over the last couple weeks because I've been kind of exposing myself on Instagram a bit, like a little bit of TikTok, obviously YouTube, but Instagram was the one that I had an aesthetic on. I don't talk on, whatever. But I think we make Instagram that, it's not, I think it is. We do make Instagram that way. Instagram is not a shitty app. It's just the fact that everybody's trying to be something they're not. Now, granted, I wasn't posting like bags and all this crazy stuff that people post, but at the end of the day, I still was sheltered with myself and the things that I was interested in. Truly, if it didn't fit an aesthetic of a photo. So lately, I've been posting the things that I want to post about, literally as if it's Instagram back in the day. Like, I started being more confident in the fact that I love making beats. I love making sounds, instrumentals, whatever you want to call them. They're not necessarily for songs, but they're just something I like to do. And instead of me being embarrassed about that, because I really was, I only spoke about that here on YouTube, but I was like, actually, I'm about to speak on it on Instagram. Who's gonna fight me? You know what I'm saying? Like, who's going to what? Like, what is somebody gonna do? Point and laugh? So what? You know what I'm saying? Like, as I start to grow my confidence with myself and I start to be with myself and understand what I like, the more I don't really care about posting about it. Now, in person, it's a difference. In person, I'm very bold. But on Instagram, something, I don't know, I kind of worry sometimes about, on social media in general, going viral and everybody pointing and laughing at me or something. Like, I don't know. All this to say, fuck the aesthetic. Okay, and one of the things that I recently talked about was my interest in physics. I have a true interest in physics. I have an interest in consciousness, how scientists view reality, Einstein's space-time theory. I research so many things, but those things don't fit Instagram in a way, unless you've already been posting about that, especially as a fashion girly. Like, that's something that, like, my core audience is gonna be like, oh, okay. But in order for me to get out of being embarrassed, and in order for me to, I've gotten out of that, but in order for me to have done that, if that makes any sense, I had to actually say, do I even care about this crowd? No. Of course, family and friends, yeah, but at the same time, do I care about their opinion? No, I don't. So with that being said, post my shit. If it's weird, if people don't understand it, so what? That just simply means that it's not my audience anymore. And what I'm slowly realizing is the more that I just express myself truly and freely, the more I'm getting people who actually are validating me in the sense of like, oh, this is cool. I didn't know you was doing this, or that's nice, or I like this, or I do music. I'm finding people who are my community in that way. Another thing I kind of want to say is I struggled a little bit with posting because originally I wasn't getting validated from other people saying that this was cool or this was nice or whatever. And that added to my embarrassment of me feeling like, oh, people think this is weird, whatever. I like what I do and I don't care. And also, Instagram needs a shakeup. Social media in general needs a shakeup. I'm so tired of seeing everybody's opinions be mirrored from somebody else's opinions. I'm tired. I want people to show the weird shit that they're into. I want people to show what's going on in their mind. And in order for that to happen, I need to be the one to change my aesthetic. I have to be the one to actually get aesthetic out my vocabulary and just do the shit. You know, like, because then that's when I'll meet more people. Oh, there actually are a whole realm of, I hit my head, a whole realm of people who are posting and being themselves. But if I only stick to the community or the following that I built over the years of me having aesthetic, I'm never going to find that. Instagram is one of those apps where like we all like say like, oh, it's so ass, it's so this, it's so that. But at the end of the day, it's your profile and what you want to make it. If people would rather like the picture of you on a beach in Cabo versus the picture of them seeing you in your home working on some art and it's not pretty, it's not cute, you didn't have a setup. If people would rather like the other, then let them have that. Let them have that. But you keep doing you. And if you got to make a separate page, if you feel like, you know, you just want to make a separate page just to you know, whatever. I kind of did that for my YouTube. I also did it for my music, for TikTok and everything. But in a way, it kind of freed me from seeking approval in a way, or feeling like people aren't liking my stuff. So now I'm confident in saying, oh yeah, I got a music page. I actually post about it on my main Instagram. Now, like, it's something I'm not humiliated by, which is so stupid. The other thing that I want to mention and I want to talk about is career challenges and career changes. So in a recent video, I think my last video, I mentioned that I was laid off back in January. And I have since left that industry, and I've been so headstrong on doing what I want to do. And it has led me to the art curation career. And the thing about art curation, though, is often you'll need a degree. If you're trying to work in the museum, you know, any nice museum, whatever the case, you're going to need a degree. You're going to need several accolades. You actually are going to have to be like a historian in order to be in a lot of those spaces. I don't have that. I have a degree, yeah, but I don't have that. I don't have any certifications, and I kind of didn't know where to start in this career. And I was coming from a one-track thinking of everything needs to be perfect for me to apply or be there. So I was gonna actually go back to school, and then I was like, fuck no, I don't want to do that. And then I was like, I actually think I want to get certifications, but I was worried. Again, fear, worry, all of these things that never happened. These are things I also talk about in my videos. But I was let in fear of like, okay, well, just because I have certifications, will that make me qualified? Or all of these things to look qualified for a job or for a career that I hadn't even had any experience in, right? So a part of the fuck the aesthetic, a part of this whole theme of the video, that's what I kind of did with that. I was like, you know what? Instead of me trying to look perfect and figure it out this way, I'm actually going to see about volunteering at a museum, but I'm also going to look at some local galleries. So I started working at a local gallery, and it's been an amazing experience. Like, the owner he's not trying to have us be perfect. He's just trying to teach us the craft. He's trying to help us develop skill, different things like that. But it's not pretty. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not pretty. It's not all put together. The gallery is still being situated every day. Like, new, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, it's a little bit more rugged, but I love it because there's no aesthetic. There's no pretty 1, 2, 3 picture of being in this career. No, actually, it's about getting your fucking hands dirty and getting into it and actually learning. That's how you develop a skill. And when I first got this opportunity, which in the curatorial space, I actually do want to be a great curator. So I got a handbook. I got a couple books on curation to actually study. But kind of, like I said, along with this fuck the aesthetic theme, I got the email to help with this gallery, like same week. Hey, we need some extra hands. We need, you know, and that told me then and there, like, oh, this is actually about getting your ass up and getting there and getting your hands dirty and doing what you got to do. It's not about having the picture perfect, the step by step profile of getting the career. Sometimes it's about getting yourself out there and immersing yourself in the culture of it all. This is to anyone who does want to start those things, who's interested. Just do it. My goal essentially with making sounds and instrumentals, I would love to actually learn real instruments. I would love to actually have a beat maker, like, you know, the different tools. I would love to actually have a real laptop to get a real interface and software and all this other stuff to really make beats. However, I recognize that I'm not there yet. And instead of me waiting to start to have all those things, I'm actually just doing it through an app. And it's like, I mean, not an app, a website. Some website I paid $10 a month for. But for me, I'm able to express myself. Am I actually in the studio, you know, having these instruments? No, I'm not. But right now, this is my means of expressing myself. And I also have to honor that instead of me being like, oh, I'm embarrassed about, you know, the fact that I don't have it together. I'm not Willow Smith. like she's an amazing artist. She plays so many instruments. I would love to get to that point, but I'm not there, and that's okay. And also, instead of me being embarrassed, like I keep saying, I'm posting it anyway. Even on my TikTok, when I post music, like I'm slowly getting out of the habit of not posting myself. I'm posting myself bopping to my stuff. Like that's what I've been on. And I kind of have like different cool, you know, stuff going on in the background. I'll probably put like a picture up, but it's like, it's what I want to do. I don't care if it's trending. I don't care if people are going to think it's cool. I don't care. I don't care anymore. And I think for a lot of people, it is time for everybody to stop caring a little bit more. And if you feel that way and you are a person that also cares, it has to start with you. It has to start with you actually doing the thing.